If you're like me, you're probably interested in setting more appointments, especially right now. It sure would be nice if we could actually take more listings. And the key with taking more listings is setting more appointments. So I'm going to give you a few tips really quick. This is going to be a short video, but I'm going to give you a few tips real quick on how you can get past the no and set more appointments if you're out there trying to take more listings. I'll tell you right now, the tip number one, or the most important thing is you've got to move past the smoke screen. For example, if you're calling somebody, maybe you're calling a FSBO, maybe you're calling expired and they say, no, I'm not going to sell anymore. We decided to take it off the market. That is a smoke screen, because 80% of them are going to go right back on the market within the next week or two. So we know it's a smoke screen because the same people that say they're not selling end up listed again, either with their previous agent or a new agent. Most of the time they list at a better price and better terms. So we've got to move past the smoke screen. An example of that is somebody says, we just decided to take it off the market. Oh, okay. You decided to take off the market. No problem. I'm just kind of curious because a lot of properties in your neighborhood sell. It's very rare that anything fails to sell. I know yours didn't sell while you were listed. I'm just kind of curious. Why do you think it failed to sell? You just ask them a question like that. See, when you ask them a question like that, you're just moving past the smoke screen. You're not really addressing, oh, you're not going to sell. Why aren't you going to sell? Did your plans change? Just don't address it. Just move on and start talking about something else. And the key is, if you ask them a question like, why did it fail to sell? They will immediately answer that question, and you have just moved past the smoke screen. The second thing is we need to interrupt their patterns. What I mean by that is, no, we don't want to sell. No, thank you. And then that's when I'm going to say something like this. In other words, I can see their pattern is in their minds, they're thinking, I'm going to tell any real estate agent that called me that I'm not interested in selling, that I'm not doing anything, that I changed my mind. That's a pattern. So what I'm going to do is just kind of like moving past the smoke screen. I'm going to interrupt that pattern by saying something like this. Greg, I really appreciate your transparency. I really appreciate that. Let me know kind of where you stand. I am kind of curious though, in the event that it would have sold before, where were you moving? And they say, well, I'm going to Atlanta. Atlanta. Okay, great. And I'm just kind of curious, what was drawing you to Atlanta? And they may say family, and then I might actually says, okay, were you moving in with your family, or gonna kind of, maybe move into a very close to them, maybe the same neighborhood? I just keep going down this other path instead of the path of, I'm not selling, we changed our minds, we don't think we're gonna do anything. I go down the path. Where were you going? Why were you going there? Who were you gonna be near? So I'm taking them down that path. I'm interrupting their pattern and I'm creating a new pattern. I'm reminding them why they were selling in the first place. Those are the types of things that we need to be doing if we want to set more appointments, because the key with setting more appointments is getting past the first no. The first no is not a no, it's a smoke screen. And for those of you, if you need clarity on what do I mean by a smoke screen, here's what I mean by a smoke screen. You walk into a department store, somebody walks up to you and says, hey, can I help you find something? And you say, no, I'm just looking. That's a smoke screen. Because you know what? Most people that say, no, I'm just looking, end up walking out of the department store with a bag of goodies. I'm Greg Harrelson. I would hope that if there's anything that I could do for you, you might reach out to me. I own various Century 21 offices throughout the state of South Carolina and North Carolina. We are actually in Greenville, Spartanburg, Columbia, South Carolina, Charleston, all throughout Horry County, Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle Beach, Conway, and even Wilmington, North Carolina. So if you need additional help, if I could help you build your business, I sure would love to. Send me a direct message on Facebook. Let's connect. Good luck today. Bye, everybody.